Hey guys, so today we're going to make some high protein breakfast options. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipes. And so I'm going to start by putting some turkey bacon in my oven. And, um, and so this particular bacon has 6 grams of protein, 2.5 grams of fat. And so I get this from Sam's Club. So I'm just going to put this in my oven on 400 degrees until it gets nice and crispy. You could also either cook it on the stove or in an air fryer. And so I am using this protein pancake and waffle mix. And so I'm going to make some protein muffins. And so I'm going to use the recipe that's on the back of the box. And it does say if you want additional protein to add an egg as well as some milk. And so in place of regular brown sugar, I'm going to use this brown sugar substitute, and it measures 1:1, so same as brown sugar, and you really couldn't taste the difference. And so this is great for people who are being more mindful of their sugar intake. And so again, I'm just going to follow the recipe on the back of the box, and I'm using this fat-free milk from Fairlife, which is a really great source of protein. There are 13 grams of protein per serving. And so I'm going to add my milk in there, and then I'm going to add the egg, and I'm going to mix this all together. And so these turned out really well. And for those of you who are new here, I had VSG surgery, which is a vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I had that in July of 2024. And so I've been trying to make more high protein meals. And so I was able to eat half of one of these muffins just for a reference. And so I did add in some regular chocolate chips because that's all I had. But you can substitute for some zero sugar chocolate chips, or you don't have to add the chocolate chips. You can add like blueberries or any other fruit or anything like that. And so this made 10 muffins, and I'm just going to bake it according to the package instructions. And so again, extra protein for adding the milk and the egg versus just water. And so this is what it looks like when it came out of the oven. It is pretty dense. And so for those of you who are on a weight loss journey or who've had weight loss surgery, these can be pretty heavy. So again, I only ate half of that. And so this is what my turkey bacon looked like out of the oven. And so these are nice breakfast options for kind of meal prep or grab and go. And so again, I'm just using the recipes on the back of the box. I'm going to make some waffles this time, but I am going to add the egg and the milk for some additional protein. And so I did have to play around with this. I don't think I really measured for this. And so my batter was a bit thin in the beginning. And so I had to add in more of the powder. And so I had doubled the waffle recipe because I was also making waffles for my husband. And so the only ingredient that I'm adding that wasn't on the instructions is some vanilla extract just for some additional flavor. And so I'm going to mix this up. And again, the batter that I made was a bit runny, so I did have to go in and add some additional powder to thicken this up for the waffles. And so if you're like me, I have a really hard time with breakfast. I usually just grab like a protein shake, but I wanted to mix it up and, have like the option to have like some waffles or some protein pancakes, some protein muffins. And the beauty of this is that you can make these, like make a big batch of them and then just freeze them and kind of grab it out of the freezer whenever you want some. And so that's basically what I did. I made these in advance, and then I just put it in the freezer. I mean, the bacon stayed in the refrigerator because other people were eating the bacon. Um, but this is great for meal prep. And so I'm just going to use my waffle iron to make these waffles. And so I end up breaking the waffles apart. So it'd be like one big waffle I break it into 4 pieces, and so I just eat 1/4 of the big waffle. And so now I'm gonna make the batter for the pancakes. And so again, I'm using the same protein pancake and waffle mix, which is nice because I was able to do several different things with it. The muffins, the waffles, the pancakes. And so it was really neat. And so again, yeah, I only ate one like triangle of the waffle. Again, just reference for those of you who may have had weight loss surgery. And so if you want some toppings for your waffles, I use the zero sugar syrup, as well as you could use like the powdered sugar substitute. And so I'm just going to cook my pancakes on the stove. I'm using the I can't believe it's not buttered, the light version, to cook my pancakes. And yeah. And you can serve these with whatever you want. And so what I ended up doing was, since I had made bacon, I was able to eat 2 slices of bacon and one pancake and maybe like a little bit of fruit, or like 2 slices of bacon or sausage with one triangle of waffle with some fruit. And so you can kind of play around with it and make it to be what you want it to be. And so this is an example of one of my plates, and I was able to eat all of this. You could also jazz up your pancakes or waffles with some whipped cream and some sugar-free syrups like the caramel. And so next I'm going to make some egg bites. And so I'm going to shred up my own cheese. You can use whatever cheese you want. If you want to use like a low-fat cheese, you can. I did not use low-fat cheese, but that is an option. I'm just using some cheddar as well as some Parmesan cheese. And then I'm just going to set that to the side while I get my eggs prepared. And so I am using quite a bit of eggs. And so initially I only did 12, but then I think I put too much of like the sausage and all the other stuff I'm going to add. So I ended up using a total of 15 eggs. And so I'm just adding in like half of a yellow onion, and then this is some turkey breakfast sausage, some Jimmy Dean turkey breakfast sausage, some spinach that I drained all the excess water off of it, and I'm also gonna add in some of that cheese that I shredded up. And I had some green onions in my refrigerator, so I decided to add those in there as well. But you can use whatever ingredients you want. Like if you want to do like mushrooms, you can add mushrooms. It's totally up to you. And so I'm just adding in my desired amount of cheese, and I want to be sure to save a little bit for the top. And of course, we gotta season our eggs, y'all. And so I'm using some nature seasoning, which is an all-purpose seasoning, but you can use whatever seasonings you want. Just make sure your food ain't bland, okay? And so this is what I'm saying. Like after I added all this stuff, I felt like there wasn't enough eggs. So I added 3 additional eggs. And of course, I thought, hey, I added more eggs. That means I got to add some more seasoning. So I'm just going to mix all of that up. I will say that it all is not going to fit in the muffin tin that I am using. And so the stuff that I'm putting in here is called pan coat, and it's something I made for like my pound cakes. It's just a mixture of like flour, shortening, and some oil. But I greased my muffin tin, and I'm using the 1/4 cup measuring cup. And so I'm just going to scoop my egg mixture into the muffin tin. And so there is going to be some of the egg mixture that's left over. I'm just going to cook that in a smaller pan after I finished assembling this. And so I just topped it off with some of that Parmesan cheese and a little bit of green onion. And then I am going to bake that in the oven for about 20-25 minutes. I'll put the oven temperature in the description box below because I can't remember what I put it on. But you want to bake it until the eggs are nice and set. And so these did puff up quite a bit. And just for frame of reference, I'm not able to eat a whole egg egg bite. The ones that I make at home, I'm not able to eat the whole one. I split it in half. It really just depends on the day. My stomach is iffy with eggs, but Most of the time I just eat like half of one, and I'm going to show you what the inside of it looks like. Look at all that delicious sausage and spinach. And it was really good, y'all. And so thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.